What's up guys, welcome back to yet another weekly respill. This week let's talk about Charli D'Amelio getting hate online, Tana Mongeau and her charity scandal, James Charles sticking up for Colleen, Jake Paul being a mess, and Trisha Paytas also being a mess. Let's get into it.
Weekly respill, yeah.
Charli D'Amelio is TikTok's largest creator on the platform after getting over 54 million followers in under a year. Unfortunately, with such a large platform comes a lot of hate. Back in March, Charli was on vacation at a beach in Bahamas, and of course, she was posting TikToks documenting her trip. In one video, Charli dances to a song called Sugar in a bikini, because she's at a beach in Bahamas where it's hot, and you swim in a bikini? But some people still took issue with this. Perez commented on one of her videos saying, "Anyone else think it's inappropriate for a 15-year-old to dance to this?" The next day, Charli tweeted, "I will continue to post when I feel happy and confident, so if me wearing a swimsuit at the beach is a problem, well, sucks to suck, doesn't it?" Even though Charli has made it loud and clear that she really doesn't appreciate people commenting on her body or what she wears, it seems like that didn't stop people from doing so, because over a month ago, Charli tweeted, "Stop talking about my body. It's not your place to tell me if I'm losing weight or gaining weight." This week, Charli posted a comment to her Twitter that was left under one of her videos saying, "To be honest, I hate body shaming, but this is how girls become." She legit posts bikini pics when she's underage, which I don't agree with at all. I really didn't know that there was an age requirement on wearing bikinis. Did you guys? Anyways, Charli responded with what we were all thinking and said, "Very fishy that you would say this about me. Next time, I will be sure to wear my full body snowsuit to the beach." This week, another drama channel called Dustin Daily uploaded a video called Tana Needs to Explain This. In this video, he questions Tana's involvement with a charity called the 1111 Project. I'll have his full video linked down below for you guys. 2 weeks ago now, Tana uploaded a video called Surprising My Best Friend with Her Dream Car, where she buys Ashley a Mercedes for her birthday. Before the video starts, Tana promotes a charity called the 1111 Project.
If you guys need any help with anything COVID-19 related, the 1111 Project has literally given thousands and thousands of dollars to people already and matched so many people in need of so many things with sponsors that want to help them. So if you guys need help in any way, you need money in any way, go ahead and go to the 1111project.com and fill out a form and we will help you. And if you want to donate, even $1 will help people. It will put food in people's mouths. It will put meals in front of children. It'll help people that are without a job right now.
Not only did Tana shout them out in a video, she also has the 1111 Project linked in her bio on Instagram. Now, if you go over to the 1111 Project's Instagram page, you can clearly see their first post was from 5 weeks ago, and it had Tana Mongeau in it. The caption says, "We're in this together. All proceeds of these hoodies are going to COVID-19 relief. Collectively, we've raised over $100,000. So $100,000 on hoodies alone is fantastic, right? Although people were confused by this post because when you go over to the actual website for the 1111 Project, at the time of recording this, it says there's only been over $9,000 raised. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money, but it's definitely not anywhere close to $100,000 like the Instagram post said. Although, since this scandal has kind of blown up, people have pointed out that the $9,000 shown on the website is donations that people have made, and $100,000 is a totally separate number just from hoodie sales alone, which makes sense, and that's fine. But Dustin Daily wanted to see where his money was actually going to when he made a donation. Dustin donated $1, then checked his PayPal receipt, only to find that his money wasn't going to anything called 1111. It was actually going to We Are Verified, which is Jordan's company. A lot of people think this is kind of sketchy, because if We Are Verified is collecting all of that money and making a donation on behalf of the company, that could potentially be a tax write-off for them. I'm not saying this is what's happening, but people kind of think it's strange that Tana didn't just encourage her fans to donate directly to the charities they're working with, which are Pandemic of Love, Cult for Good, and Feeding America. Another thing that was confusing to people was Tana said there was a form to apply if you needed help on the 1111 website, although there's literally nothing anywhere about applying for help directly from them. Instead, there's a button that says click here to request assistance, and it takes you directly to a form on Pandemic of Love. Now, when Dustin Daily first uploaded his video, this button wasn't there, and you literally had to go on a scavenger hunt yourself to try and find a form to apply. Speaking of Tana Mongeau, let's talk about her ex-husband, Jake Paul. Turns out, Jake never really was her husband and the whole thing was fake. Jake sat down with ET and talked about his new relationship with Julia Rose and his ex-wife, Tana Mongeau. Jake confirms that his relationship with Julia is real, but also confirms that there were things in his past relationships that weren't real. The interviewer asked Jake about his relationship with Tana being fake, because it really seems fast to be married then 6 months later be with another person. When asked, Jake kind of chokes and he gets really awkward, but finally admits what we all knew from the start.
We all do things sometimes, and sometimes you just end up getting fake married. So I'll leave it at that.
Jake Paul has also been getting a lot of backlash for the nature of his videos lately. It's no secret that Jake's main audience is young kids since he gained his popularity from the Disney Channel and then catered to a younger audience when he started the Team 10 house. Lately, Jake has been posting videos with thumbnails that seem like they belong on a different website, if you know what I mean. He also commented on his video saying, "This is how many people have to Riley before." Someone named Def Noodles tweeted and said, Jake Paul included a 3-minute long by Riley Reid in his latest video. Is this content appropriate for his 13-year-old fans? To which someone replied and said, "I understand no longer wanting to create children's content, but this is just a really irresponsible way to transition towards more mature content. Until YouTube takes down the video, or he does, this is just YouTube looking away." Jake Paul's newest show called Bustedness also debuted this week on MTV after rumors that the show wasn't happening. To people's surprise, Tana is also seen on the show with Jake Paul as his co-host. The reason I say to people's surprise is because last year someone that had a family member working on the show reached out to a drama channel called Spill Sesh. They told her that the people at MTV did not like Tana on the show. Jake and Tana also deleted their posts announcing the show, so people just assumed it wasn't happening anymore. Although, lucky us, I guess, the show is very real and is very much still happening. Even though things might get awkward since Jake and Tana are no longer fake married and Jake has clearly moved on. Tana has also been on TikTok shading Jake dancing to a song called It's Every Night Sis, which was made by Alyssa Violet 2 years ago to shade Jake after their messy breakup. All I can say is hopefully the show was pre-recorded. A few months ago, Trisha Paytas inserted herself in drama that was happening between Macleod and Stephanie Sue. For those of you who need a quick refresh, Stephanie Sue uploaded a video called Why I'm Scared of Macleod Avocado talking about her negative experience having Nick over to her house and collabing with him. Nick ended up making a response video and the cycle just kept going back and forth for a while. This drama was between Stephanie and Nick, but Trisha decided to insert herself into the drama like she normally does and made multiple videos on Stephanie calling her manipulative and all sorts of horrible things. Well, fast forward to this past week, Trisha decided to jump on Instagram wearing Stephanie's merch and apologize to her. She wrote, "Dear Miss Mango Butt, I'm sorry about all the videos I made about you while I was on a drug binge last year. I'm sober. I love you and I love watching you eat. I'm your biggest fan, Biss." She then went on YouTube to upload a video called Conspiracy Theories About Stephanie Sue, where she calls Stephanie a drama queen, but says she loves watching her eat. The video has over 7,000 dislikes and people in the comments aren't too happy. Trisha really called someone who's a victim of assault a drama queen, and that's not even the worst thing she's done this year. It's safe to say I feel like Stephanie won't be accepting this apology anytime soon. Colleen has been getting a lot of backlash after someone named Adam McIntyre uploaded a video called Colleen Ballinger Stop Lying. In this video, Adam explains that he was a super fan of Colleen when he was 13 and she noticed him and they started to get closer and closer. Eventually, Colleen got so close with Adam that she even opened up about her messy divorce with him. Keep in mind that this is a 13 to 15-year-old that idolized Colleen and her ex-husband, who's now being used as some sort of therapist for someone who's in their mid-30s. Adam says that hearing all the details about their divorce was really hard for him to deal with and listen to at that age. Adam also says back in 2016, while on a live stream before they were super close, Colleen asked him if he wanted her to send him a pair of bra and underwear from their live stream. Colleen mentions that his parents' reaction to their son getting this in the mail probably wouldn't be the best. Eventually, Colleen did send Adam the bra and underwear in the mail, and he claimed his parents were so mad that they took it away from him right away. Fast forward a few years later, after continuing to get close, Adam started sending Colleen ideas for her Miranda Sings Twitter account because it started to die out. Since Adam is very young, he had a lot of great ideas that catered to the young audience that Miranda Sings attracts. In March of this year, Adam sent Colleen a lot of ideas that she actually ended up using, and she saw a huge amount of growth in her interactions and follower count. Adam went on to send Colleen more ideas, one of which included coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan. The next day, Colleen messaged Adam and said she was considering hiring him part-time to help out with her social media and actually get paid for it. Colleen ends up letting this young teenager have access to her social media and lets him respond to fans and tweet on her behalf. Eventually, Adam tweets out the coming out as Meghan Trainor joke that Colleen approved the day before. The tweet reads, "Surprise announcement in 30 minutes, you're not ready," followed by, "I have a secret I am coming out today for you all. This has been so hard to come to terms with, but I am proud. I stand before you today as a Meghan Trainor fan. I hope you all can accept me." Although that joke didn't go down as planned, people on Twitter were really offended by the tweet and said it was considered queerbaiting. When Colleen saw that people weren't happy with the joke, she messaged Adam. Once the backlash started getting out of hand, Colleen then placed all the blame on Adam in DMs and tried to make him feel guilty, even though she was the one that pre-approved the tweet before Adam posted it. Adam claims Colleen stopped responding to him and he sent her one last message. Now, this video was uploaded over a week ago and the drama still hasn't died down. Colleen is still posting videos as normal and refuses to address anything, even though all her replies are asking her to at least give her side of the situation. Today, someone replied under one of Colleen's tweets and wrote, "You can't ignore the situation forever. If you don't address it, it will get worse." Surprisingly, James Charles actually replied to this person and stuck up for Colleen. Here's what James had to say. "It's literally all lies. The boy begged Colleen for the panties for years. He ran her Twitter for one day and she never ghosted him either. In fact, he tried to bring Flynn into this argument. Sure, his story doesn't look the best, but he's looking for attention since Colleen won't give it to him anymore, and y'all are feeding it instead. Even if she did address it, people would say she's attacking a minor. Let her take care of her family and son during this pandemic and worry about something else, please. I'm tired of seeing my friend dragged over lies." Someone then replied to James and said, "I guess the biggest thing I have a problem with is the excuse he asked for the underwear. In that moment, Colleen was the adult and shouldn't have responded by sending them." James then responded to this person and said, "Sure, this is fair. It's not like they were used dirty underwear. They were brand new with a tag on. He begged for them for months straight, was excited to get them, and the Miranda character is obviously weird. Smart choice, probably not. Child groomer, absolutely not." Another person replied to James and said, "Have you ever considered that maybe the people who kept tweeting about it are also hurt as well? You're contributing to a toxic fandom that stands proven liars and are encouraging the bullying and harassment of a teenager." James responded and said, "No one is encouraging bullying or harassment. It doesn't matter how old he is. He lied. You are encouraging the mentality that lying is okay and anyone who stands up for themselves is a bully." A lot of people are upset with James for sticking up for Colleen because at the end of the day, Colleen was the adult in the situation and Adam was a starstruck fan. Sending an underage fan inappropriate packages in the mail and letting them control your social media accounts is super weird. I think this whole situation can be summed up with the following tweet. The worst part of the Colleen thing is that if you reverse the genders, everyone would be losing their shit and canceling right away. If Colleen was a 30-something-year-old man sending lingerie to a 13-year-old girl, gender doesn't matter. Still awful behavior.